Yes, I am an employee of this business. Even though I have a business, I am an employee of the business. Every customer is my boss, and every transaction is part of my salary. Am I a business owner or self-employed? But I'm an employee of this business. Think about that while you like this video. Welcome back, everybody, or welcome to this channel. This is my grocery store. All right, let's go. I did some thinking, and this channel is always kind of my own personal opinion on, starting a small business, or my own kind of knowledge on what I went through, and the advice I kind of give on being self-employed and actually starting a business and taking it to a full-time income. But I want to do something I think that will be very helpful for anyone starting a business. I want to show you the 5 top things that you should avoid if you're trying to start a business. And this is our own personal experience. I went through a lot of these myself, so I've experienced probably most of these throughout my entrepreneurial journey, so I think they should help you guys as well. So, and if you are brand new, just so you know, I own a small grocery store in Ontario, Canada. We've been running this place for almost 4 years now, and it's been a very rough ride, but we're making a decent amount of money. Not to say we are getting rich from this store, but we're comfortable, and we like to share our experience on being entrepreneurs in this business. And hopefully throughout this channel, as it grows, we explore other businesses and other avenues of being self-employed. If you're into anything like that, or at any time during this video, hit the like button. It really helps this channel grow and actually support this small business in one way or another. So let's get started on the 5 things that I think you should avoid when you're starting a business. And here's Felicia. Hey, how are you?
Hey.
Yes, perfect timing.
A lot was going on over there.
So, mistake number 1, and I did this for a long time, probably a couple years honestly, is getting ready to get ready. And what do I mean by that? It's when you're waiting for the perfect time to start, or you're waiting for the perfect plan, or you're waiting for something to happen so you can start, or you need the perfect amount of money or the perfect location. When you're always waiting for the perfect time will never come. As cliche as it sounds, I know, but it truly prevents so many people with so many good ideas from actually starting anything, because they're always waiting, okay, when I make this amount of money, or when I'm 5 years into my job, I'll make this amount so I can actually quit and start with something, something on my own. Or maybe I'm waiting for the bank to finally lower their interest rate so I can ask them to start my business loan with them. There's no perfect time to start, and I'm telling you, I waited about 3 years to try to find the right time to get this place going, the right location, and here I am kind of regretting that I actually waited that long. With people, they'll plan and come up with ideas and this and that, and then they'll kind of get so into this mode of always planning or getting ready or thinking about their idea, they just end up letting it go and it fizzles out, and they never actually take action and start their own business. I hope you guys enjoy these on walking on the set. I just love showing parts of the store in these different clips, and I've said this a million times. If you're a regular subscriber, you've heard me make this joke about 100 times now, so feel free not to laugh, or it probably wasn't really funny in the first place. That's fine. Another big reason I find small businesses fail, or I've heard other entrepreneurs struggle with this long term, is they don't know exactly how much money they need to start, and they don't control every dollar when they do start. So for example, if you started a business such as this and you have no really idea on how long it's going to be till you're actually profitable and making money to take care of all your bills and everything, because the first year or 2 of your business you might not be making any money at all. So you need to have that amount of money kind of set aside to cover you for those years that are very lean, and you're still building your clientele, you're still building a well-oiled machine. And without that, a lot of businesses run out of money kind of before they even really get the ball rolling, because they didn't account for those years where they weren't going to be making any money, and a lot of things were just going in and out, but mostly out. And a side note on that is, you really need to control every single dollar that comes in and out of your business. Or else you're kind of just playing, a guessing game if you're making money per day or per month or per week or however you want to look at it. And you end up losing track of how much is going out and how much is coming in. And usually when that happens, there's more going out than you estimate and less coming in than you estimate, because that's just how I find that our brains work. We always like to estimate that things are going smooth, we're comfortable, there's no real big problems. But when you actually look and break it down, and it's so hard for a business that has so much inventory, like for example, even this one, just to keep track of, what's actually making you money and what's losing you money, how much is this costing versus how much that should cost. It's just a lot to keep track of, but it's kind of why we're in the position we are today and why we're kind of headed on the upwards growth towards the financial success with this business. So another big mistake to avoid is getting into a bad partnership. When you're in business and you partner with someone, it's almost like being married to them. Everything has to be agreed upon, everything should be communicated, and unfortunately, partnerships don't always work out the way we want. So you can already kind of do the math. Two people butt heads in a business and it goes south because they just can't agree anymore, and there's no point in trying to run this business. So what I would suggest to do if you ever thought of getting into a partnership with someone is make sure you really know who it is. Make sure you've seen or worked with them and seen their work ethic at least. And perhaps start on a small scale with them. Maybe, do a side hustle with them on a business. See if you guys can actually work together and see if you guys can problem solve together. Because when things are going fine, usually you don't really see how bad a partnership can be when everything's okay and everything's, sunshine and rainbows. But when things are going bad, that's when, people's true intentions come out and the partnership will be challenged the most. So to give you an example, when I first started with a partnership, it was a small side hustle. We were running a mobile bartending service, and I got to know the person on how they worked, and things were okay. We never did make it to the next level with that business or anything, but I knew the kind of person and their work ethic that they were going to be, and it seemed like everything was going okay, and at least I had the chance to test the waters, so I know if I ever wanted to expand a business with this person, I already had a good feel for it, and I wouldn't be just meeting someone on the weekend, coming up with a great idea, and the next week we're on a 5-year lease together on a huge business like something like this. Well, this isn't exactly huge, but it's a lot more of a commitment than a small side hustle where personal money wasn't as much involved. It was more service based, so it was very lean. So that's what I'm suggesting. If anytime you're thinking of starting a partnership, please start small with a side hustle first and foremost. I don't know what you want to call it, but you know what I'm trying to say here. And a big mistake, and why do I feel close right now? I feel like I'm really close. A big mistake and a reason why a lot of small businesses fail is the owners or the entrepreneur behind it, they don't do the proper research beforehand. And they simply choose the wrong business for that area or for that time, or perhaps the people or in general don't want the product they're offering or the service they're offering. So this is where it takes, preliminary research to actually find, if your business will be successful. And you don't know everything at first, but you're trying to eliminate as much as the risk as possible, which in business is sometimes impossible. So that's why, we really want to take the time to focus on what business is actually needed. And what ties in with this is people just opening a business, trying to make some fast money or just chasing the money, and not really anything that they actually want to do with their lives for the long term. So there's no passion in it. They're just chasing, the money, trying to make this business work as much as possible, and they don't even enjoy it. Now, I'm not saying money is not important. It's kind of the whole reason you're in business is to make money and, grow a business. But if you're not actually passionate about what you're doing, you won't enjoy it. You won't want to do it long term, and you won't put the same effort into your business if you were actually passionate about doing it. And if, you really aren't starting a business you enjoy, then you might as well take the safe route and do a job that you are safer. You make a salary, or it's just a little bit kind of easier to be an employee sometimes. And if you don't enjoy the job, it kind of makes sense on why you're stuck there. But if you're going out of your way to start a business, you might as well do something you enjoy. Mistake number 5 is trying to do everything yourself. So you're trying to do everything yourself because you want to save money, or you think no one can do it as good as you or as well as you, and it ends up really inhibiting your growth because you can only do so much realistically as one person, and having an extra set of hands or an extra couple set of hands is the world of a difference and will actually help you grow your business further than you could ever bring it yourself. I know what you're thinking, Ray, you barely have any employees yourself, and that's what we're still working on. We're still trying to figure out, what's the best fit on how we can actually manage this place with a couple different people working it. And it's been almost 4 years, and I think we're at the threshold finally that we want to really hire some actual full-time people here and take this place to the next level. Now, whether it be in this one location or the second location we start this off, I'm not 100% sure yet. But you need to stop trying to do everything yourself, because it's not just about the day-to-day work. It goes way further than that. You start kind of working in a bubble where you only think your ideas and your decisions are the only way to go. You don't listen or learn from anybody else. You may not even really want to get a mentor to help you grow the business. Someone who's already done it, you would probably end up saying, I can do it myself. I don't want to pay anyone to, even try to show me how they're doing it at the next level. So it becomes like you're working in your own bubble, and you can only grow so much in that bubble because of your own stubborn mentality of either trying to save money, trying to do everything yourself because you think it'll only be done right if you do it, and you maybe don't like working with other people. That sometimes happens to me. But yeah, it's something that I know is a mistake, and I'm still trying to figure out how to learn from this mistake and move forward. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I appreciate anybody who made it this far. If you did make it this far, well, thank you. You probably should subscribe. And yeah, we'll be making videos like this for the rest of eternity, and this place will keep growing on this channel. So thanks for watching. Have a good night and enjoy yourself.